console. So this is the AWS console. Just search for EC2 and then click on EC2. And if you scroll down, just click on launch instance. As we are launching an Linux EC2 instance, just give the name of our Linux EC2 instance as Linux EC2, and as we are launching a Linux EC2 instance, the OS image should be Linux machine. So just select the free tier eligible. Just click on select. As this is for practice, just click on free tier eligible. That should be fine to launch an EC2 instance. So just scroll down. The instance type is already selected with the free tier eligible instance type. That is fine. And in key pair login, just create a new key pair. Just name it as Linux KB1. Just click on create key pair. Yeah, it has downloaded a new key pair. Just go to network settings and click on edit, and the default VPC is selected. That is fine for me. And then subnet, select any of the availability zone. I am just selecting the first one, 1A, and auto assign public IP, enable that so that it can be accessible publicly. Firewall, security groups, just create a security group to allow the traffic. So I am just selecting the default settings. If you can see the port, it is selected SSH for Linux machine, and for Windows previously it has selected RDP in our previous video. That is for Windows, and this is for Linux, it should be SSH. And source type is anywhere. That is fine because I want to access our EC2 instance publicly. And if you scroll down, you can see configure storage, which is the EBS storage, elastic block storage. This is the default storage which is selected for our EC2 instance. I am fine with the default one. Just click on launch instance. So this will take some time to launch our Linux EC2 instance. So if you go to instances, yeah, this is the instance we have launched, Linux EC2. So if you can see the status, it shows pending. I will just refresh. The status should be running after some time. So you can see now the status has changed to running, and the status check should be 2x2 checks passed. As of now it is initializing. It will take a few minutes to change the status. So just open our Linux EC2 instance. We can see all the details here, like instance ID, public IP, v4 address, private IP v4 address. Now all the details we can see it here. And under these tabs we can see separately. Under security, if you go, you can see the inbound and outbound rules which you have created. And if you go to networking, you can see public IP address, private IP address, VPC ID, all the details related to the networking. And storage, this is the default EBS volume which we have selected. And in status checks, these are the checks that are going to be checked whenever we are creating any EC2 instance. So after these checks are passed, then we can connect to our EC2 instance. And monitoring, we can use different tools like CloudWatch to monitor our resources. And if you go to tags, this is the default name which we have given, that is Linux EC2. So if you go back and see the status, it is still showing initializing. We will refresh. It will change after the checks are completed. Until then it will be showing initializing. Yeah, in the meantime, in order to connect to our Linux EC2 instance, we can install AWS CLI. I will show it now. Just go to browser and type AWS CLI install for Windows, and then this is the AWS website from where you can install AWS CLI. I have already installed on my desktop. So if you go to command prompt and type AWS space hyphen version, if you get the version details, that means the CLI is installed. If you did not get any details and failed, that means AWS CLI is not installed. Then you have to go to this website to install CLI. Yeah, for different machines we can install it from here. If you are using Linux machine, if you are using Mac OS machine, if you are using Windows machine, you can follow these links and install. It is simple installation. You just need to accept the prompts by clicking next every time. So that will be installed. So we will see the status of our EC2 instance. Just I'm trying to refresh. So once the status checks are completed only, we can connect to our EC2 instance. Yeah, if you can see, the instance state is showing running and status checks 2x2 checks passed. Now we will connect to our EC2 instance using SSH. So we will use the command SSH space -i, and we have downloaded the key pair, right? So we have to give the path of the key pair. Just go to downloads and go to the path and just right click on it and go to properties and security and copy this path. So we need to give the path where the key pair has been saved. So this is the path where key pair is saved, and then you need to give the username followed by the public IP address. For that, just select the EC2 instance and click connect, and you can see this is the username and public IP address. So just give the username which was present there, EC2-user, and @ the public IP address. Select this and paste it here. Are you sure you want to continue connecting? Just click yes, and then you will be connected to your EC2 instance. You can see this IP address. If you go back to your EC2 instance, this will be the private IP address. You can see it here, 172.31.47.6. So this is how you connect your Linux EC2 instance using SSH. So I'm able to connect because I have installed AWS CLI on my desktop. So thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for more interesting videos. Thank you.